Hey, this is Russell, and I work at the video store, the place that we can go to every week when it's movie night. On days like today, when the store is quiet, I get to chat to my friends about the films and the series that we're loving. All right, let's do it. Let's open up the shop.
Did you see that thing yesterday on the TV? It was ready, interesting!
Here's it.
Morning, Russell.
Hello.
Oh, my P-dog.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, you look less than.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's been a weekend.
It's been a weekend. Well, listen, thank you for putting on that mask,
Thank
getting
you.
in that Joburg traffic and coming to do your shift
Yeah.
at
Sure.
the video store.
Of course, man.
We appreciate you. Welcome to the video store. Thank you for wandering in. We've got ourselves a Graham GeForce Hackney,
Morning.
who is an editor and the producer of the show. We've got a somewhat sickly Perrin Fersh,
Yeah.
who is a very hardworking individual in the film industry and has picked up a few issues over the weekend.
Yep.
And my name is Russell. I am the owner of The Bioscope, which is an independent cinema here in Johannesburg. And we have come together to work at this video store to help you figure out what you can watch. Perrin, what is wrong?
I had so this weekend we went to Coffee Bay to see The Hole in the Wall. It was a live stream.
But who's we? This is your work with,
Yeah, with 5FM.
with
yeah.
5FM. Okay,
And
cool.
we did a live stream down there. But while I was down there on the day of the shoots, the 6 a.m. breakfast show, I was vomiting and had
Oh, no.
diarrhea.
Delightful.
Yeah.
Something you ate at the breakfast show.
I don't know, because I was the only one that got sick. So I don't know if it was a one-time bug thing or if there was a specific item in my specific meal where I got sick.
Right.
Shame, man.
And then roll around Sunday afternoon, my throat starts getting sore, and I wake up today, and now I've definitely got a throat infection.
Okay.
So-
Well, you're giving me yeah, you're giving me some COVID flashbacks with that mask.
Jeez,
I must say, I think it is really good that you can wear your mask if you're feeling sick now.
Yes.
And I think everybody understands what that means.
Yeah.
Because I remember traveling with the band and moving through Japan, busy Shibuya station and seeing lots of people in masks.
Yes.
And me going, is there something I should be worried about?
Yeah.
And this is obviously way before COVID.
Yeah.
And the translator was like, no, those people are just sick.
Yes.
Yeah, and they
'Cause
don't
I
want to get other
thought-
people sick.
I
yeah.
thought they were trying to not get sick themselves.
no.
And
Yeah.
she's like, no, they sick.
Yes.
And they don't want to get other people sick. And I was like,
Exactly.
oh, what an advanced civilization.
Right.
Yeah, it makes sense because also, I've got a trip coming up to Cape Town now for work as well, but I'm going a little earlier so I can enjoy Cape Town.
Okay.
And other people were getting sick, so I started wearing a mask as well because I don't want to get sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
sure.
it's interesting how post-COVID this has normalized it in Western culture at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, to an extent at least.
Yeah, because I've often
It's
see
not a weird thing. Yeah.
yeah, it's not a weird thing anymore. You often see people wearing it now.
Yes.
Just
Um,
out in the blue.
I'll never forget just needing to pop a Halls, a cough suite,
Oh, yeah.
and I innocently put my mask back on. I don't know whether you've ever done that.
Oh yeah, no,
It
it's
is-
brutal.
It is brutal.
Oh.
It is unbearable.
Yeah.
The
It's impossible.
menthol
Yeah,
feedback.
Yeah.
it's impossible.
Your
I was
brain freezes
I was
over.
like
yeah.
tear gassing myself. What are we going to talk about today? We've got Bugonia,
Oh.
which is the new Yorgos Lanthimos film,
Yeah, out this
which
weekend.
I had a chance to watch a little while ago. And then the distributor was it was good that we actually had an advanced look for the media.
Cool.
So someone like Perrin
Yeah.
could have gone to that. So now we can actually talk about it because it is coming out, I think, around the world, but definitely in South Africa this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Halloween weekend, which I think is
Right.
actually quite a cool film for Halloween.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
an-
not spooky.
It's
but
not a spooky one. It's
yeah.
not
Yes.
obvious, but there's something. We'll get into it, but there's something delightfully odd and fun
Yeah, it's very strange.
and strange about it. So
Cool.
we'll get into that. I want to talk about Springsteen. I don't know whether you guys have had a chance to watch it at all.
I haven't
I
seen it.
haven't.
Okay.
This
yeah,
weekend I
no.
just did not have a chance.
You've been staring at holes in the wall
Yeah,
and
Jesus.
dealing with your own
Bodily
own
fluids,
constitution.
Yeah.
Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, opened around the world.
Mhm.
Cool.
This last weekend, the Bioscope had some sold-out screenings.
Nice.
I would love to sell it to you as a film because I
Cool.
think it is worth chatting about, and it's a good film in that sense. And let's have an idea of what else we're going to talk about. I would like us, I think this would be cool, for us to put together a little Halloween list.
Cool.
I think that would be cool. We'll take the films that are on the shelves.
Mm.
So these are the films that we know are on the streaming platforms available to us.
Mhm.
And between the three of us, we can come up with, I think, a top 5
Cool.
of what could be the more interesting, fun, cool, maybe a little different films that you could watch for Halloween this weekend.
Cool.
All right. Should we get into it? We
Alright.
always like to kick things off with a little round of, hey, did you guys see
Cool.
G-Force?
You want me to go?
You can kick it in.
Hey, did you guys see? Where's my list? Give me 1 second. We got a trailer. They've been teasing this for a while, but we got more of a trailer for Pluribus.
Pluribus. What is
Yes,
that?
It's a new Apple TV series. It's Vince Gilligan's new show.
Oh yes, yeah.
Who's Vince
yeah.
Gilligan?
The guy who
Breaking
created
Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Oh, shit.
His new show.
And he wrote a few X-Files
Yeah.
episodes as well.
Pluribus.
Pluribus. The I is a 1. Don't know what that means yet.
It's
Okay.
set in Albuquerque again.
Yeah. So it's a sort of sci-fi skewed thing
Okay.
sick.
where it seems like they're still being very vague with the marketing, but it seems like there is a virus that has made everyone happy except for one person.
It's awesome.
Okay.
There's one person who seems to be
The-
immune to this virus that has
the
made
big-
everyone like
the big
content.
idea.
Yes.
The Big Idea TV show. Okay.
Yes.
Few thoughts. First one, I hope it doesn't fall victim to the naming conundrum,
Right.
where TV shows and movies who have famously had difficult to pronounce names suffer as a
Yeah.
result.
Right.
The most famous being The Shawshank Redemption. But then the other thing that you said is this guy, Vince
Gilligan. Yeah.
was a writer on the X-Files.
Yeah, he was a producer on X-Files, and I think he wrote like 30 episodes or something.
Yeah, there's a link, which is the fact that Bryan Cranston appeared in like a seminal episode
Okay.
of the X-Files.
Yes.
He played like a terrible, evil dude.
Right.
And it was that role and it was that performance that I believe got him in
Okay.
Yeah, like
in
it
the
was the
Breaking
audition
Bad
phase. Yeah.
universe. Yeah.
Right.
He was just a working actor that got given this one episode in a TV show. He was like a really bad evil dude.
Right.
Mm.
It was one of those like sort of bottleneck episodes, where it's all set in
Yeah.
one room, and I think he was in a car or something,
Okay.
and it was the conundrum of do you save a human life even if he is an absolute piece of shit?
Right.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those, and he just
Okay.
acted his pants off, and just everybody realized how good he was, and I
Mm.
believe that's what got him the role.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah, I find bottle episodes to be underrated.
Mm.
Like a lot of people shit on them because, I mean, obviously, okay, so if people who don't know what a bottle episode is it's an isolated episode where it has nothing to do with the ongoing story. It's just a moment in time that doesn't really push any characters forward
Yeah.
But
character-wise.
it's also usually them stuck in something, like literally
Yeah.
in a.
Yeah.
Contained
So
episode.
it could be like Community, where they're all stuck in an
Yeah.
apartment or stuck in the study room,
Yeah.
or in Friends, there were one or two where they were, just stuck in the apartment
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
whatever reason. And I think it sometimes happens when there's another thing going on in the politics or the locations
I think
or
it's-
the issues of the show. And so they
Yeah.
It's also often they want to do an episode that costs like nothing.
yeah.
So
yeah,
that
it's
that money
Yeah,
can go
yeah.
into other places. They want to do one episode that has like no budget, basically.
Yeah.
the best bottle episode that I can recall, and a lot of people shit on it unfairly, is the episode Fly in Breaking Bad. It is one of the most creative, well-made episodes ever. Ryan Johnson directed it, and
Cool.
there's have either of you seen
No,
Breaking Bad?
no.
So there's an episode where there's a fly. So obviously this giant lab that they've had built now to make all their meth and stuff is very nothing from the outside world can get in, because then it ruins the formula and everything. But there's a single fly that's gotten in. And now Walt's going crazy trying to get this fly. And he spends the whole episode trying to kill this fly. And it's amazing. A lot of people are like, it's the worst Breaking Bad episode, but it's so fun and good. And it's just so well shot. It's just so creative.
But
as
it also
well.
probably has all the kind of analogies of one little thing could topple
Yeah,
the
exactly,
empire.
right? So
One, you're focusing on the wrong things. And
yeah, oh my God, it's so good. But yeah, that's it. That's how you do a good bottle episode.
okay, I got one.
Yo.
Hey, did you guys see they robbed the Louvre?
Yeah.
That's definitely
Yes.
going to be a fun little movie that comes out.
Totally.
It's going to be a comedy heist movie
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Totally. So yeah, for those who perhaps you could work it out, we obviously have a time when we record these episodes and when we put them out, and obviously there's a little bit of time in between for Graham to do his award-winning editing and producing of the show. And after we'd recorded last week, it was discovered that the Louvre had been broken into. The
Very
famous-
casually.
Very casually.
Yeah.
They just used a fucking like cherry picker.
Yeah.
So
They just
is that
walked
all,
in.
Is that all we needed to do?
Yeah. Apparently.
But I still hope that the heist team were in a very cool abandoned factory.
Yes.
And in the middle of the factory, someone had painstakingly
Yes.
recreated a miniature Louvre
Yeah.
Exactly.
where they all stood around
Uh-huh.
and spoke about how they were going to do this heist.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey? No, this is a story that would give Nicolas Cage a chub. They stole like priceless stuff from Napoleon.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was
eh?
all jewelry that they took.
Yeah. And some of it was found later sort of down the street,
Oh, okay.
which I think had sort of fallen out or
Okay.
anything.
That's so cool.
Wow.
But yeah, it's just cool because we haven't had one of these sort of monoculture stories in a while. We tend to have all our divisive things happen, and everyone's got different opinions.
Yes.
You know, someone like Charlie Kirk, for example. But it's quite nice to just have like this everyone can relate to. Like, hey, famous shit got stolen.
Yes.
Like, this can still happen.
Right.
Art heists are still a thing.
Okay, hey, did you guys see? There's another Christmas Carol adaptation in the works.
Yes.
So Robert Eggers is doing one.
Okay.
Who did the Lighthouse, The Witch,
Yeah.
most recently Nosferatu. Now Ty West, who did the X trilogy, which is X, Pearl, and Maxine, he is doing one called Ebenezer, A Christmas Carol, and it's going to star Johnny Depp and Andrea Riseborough, which is interesting. So.
Well, so these are movies that are still they won't be around this Christmas season.
No,
No,
probably
no.
next Christmas.
Yeah.
Because this Christmas season, we can look forward to Christmas Karma, which is also the same fucking thing.
Oh.
This is like Eva Longoria and a few other things, but it's the same idea. It's like
Like a modern version, probably.
it's the Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
It's the
but
dude gets given the ghosts of whatever past, and
Why did they keep trying after making a Muppets Christmas Carol?
Yeah.
why
'Cause
do
it's
they
perfect.
Why do they even?
It
stick
should
out?
just
It is
be-
unironically the best adaptation of that story.
Yeah, it's literally just the only three is Scrooged, that one,
Yes.
and It's a Wonderful Life. Those are like
Oh,
the
yeah.
only.
Yeah, the beautiful classic, timeless black and white one.
yeah,
The irreverent Bill Murray one, and
Yeah.
then the one with Muppets.
yeah.
It's like literally all you need.
And the
right.
one with
It's like,
Muppets.
why would you do anything in between?
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm interested to see what
Eggers could be interesting.
Eggers could be
Yeah.
interesting because he's started shooting his werewolf movie
Yes.
now,
Okay.
which I'm interested to see because I wasn't a huge fan of Nosferatu.
But you could appreciate what it was.
Yeah, I could appreciate what he was going for.
Right.
But the thing is, the problem with Nosferatu for me is that I've seen so many remakes of the same thing that none of it felt particularly interesting to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure. But I love witnessing the growing of a auteur.
Oh,
Yes.
100%.
I love us seeing like, oh, it's the new something something, and it's
Right.
like, and these aren't the Scorsese, Spielberg, Tarantino names. Like, we're getting the new wave of guys.
Yeah, Ari Aster's in that
Yeah.
conversation as
Eggers,
well. Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
PTA is sort of somewhere in between.
I would say
in terms of generation,
I would say he's with Tarantino.
he's the older generation.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No, that makes sense.
But yeah, I mean that should be interesting. Ty West, I have mixed feelings on. I loved Pearl. I loved X. I hated Maxine.
Right.
I hated most of his other movies as well. But one thing he does really well is he's kind of like a Tarantino, where he's basically a cover artist. You know what I mean?
Homage, a pastiche.
Yeah, like he's really good at replicating a specific style from a specific time. Like X was edited and cut and looked like Texas Chainsaw Massacre in large parts. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like and some of his editing techniques, he would use the same ones as Easy Rider.
You could
Okay.
you could argue that like a Harry Styles, a Sabrina Carpenter, like Dua Lipa, especially Dua Lipa,
Yeah.
in the music world is doing the same thing, where they're like, I'm going to take a little bit of Jagger, and then I'm going to have, I'm going to 100% do the outfits of David Bowie.
Yeah.
And a whole new generation that for them is just olden days
Yeah.
doesn't know this. And you're like, it's cool. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting on the guy. But it's like, he is not an original dude.
No, it's true.
And
yeah.
like, and a lot of Dua Lipa people have literally spent a whole wing of Instagram going, this is her song. And then they sort of point to the other side and they're like, this is the song she's covered. And it's very clearly being done.
Okay.
But yeah,
But there's also
yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
Let her be her.
It's also a case of everything's a copy of a copy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Some are
it's
just
so crazy.
more obvious. But yeah, not shitting on it, but just some artists are cover artists. It's interesting.
Yeah. Cool. Hey, did you guys see we got a sort of trailer / BTS thing for Leica's new movie?
Who?
Leica.
Who's Leica?
They're a stop motion animation studio. So
Oh,
they did Coraline, Paranorman, Kubo,
Okay.
all those movies. They
Kubo's great.
Not linked to the Lens company.
I assume it's they kind of
Same spelling.
it's spelled with a K, not with a C.
Yeah, I don't think it's like
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's spelled the same way as that dog that went into space. Yes.
Like,
It
that's
was a
cool.
Russian dog.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Spelled like that. But yeah, I mean, I think their films are okay in general. I think they all look phenomenal. No one in the world is doing stop motion better than them. Their stop motion
Yeah,
is
Kubo
like
looks
is
so good.
unbelievable, but I don't think their writing's ever been very good. Personally, I don't
No,
think they're
yeah.
Interesting, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so this is a new movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
Do we know what it's called?
It's called Wildwood. It's based on a book that I've never heard of again.
Yeah.
But it's
You just hope
it
that
looks real pretty. Like really just like they're one of the few places that are inventing things when they're doing stop motion. You think of stop motion as like a form of animation that's kind of like set in its ways.
Yeah.
But they're inventing things and using computers and all that sort of stuff in interesting ways.
That's crazy, yeah.
And just making like films that look like nothing else.
Interesting. Maybe
Just
maybe that's
films.
just their purpose is to push a aesthetic forward.
Yeah. I think it's Travis Knight who's directing it, who directed Kubo. He directed Bumblebee. The
Oh.
Bumblebee movie. I think he must be directing 2 movies right now then, because he's also doing the Masters of the Universe movie.
Oh, flip.
A stop motion director
Yeah.
pops in at the end of the day.
Yes.
They do not spend the whole day
Yeah,
there.
because
They would
most of it
drive
is
them fucking
an
insane.
animator meticulously.
Wes Anderson,
Yeah.
I remember someone explaining to me for Isle of Dogs.
Yes.
They can do other things
Yeah.
during the day.
Yes.
And they just go, how are we doing on the sushi scene, which
Yeah.
has taken 2 weeks to fucking do?
Exactly.
And then they see the end result and they go, can we do it again?
Yeah.
But with a little more of this, and then the person sighs and then does it.
They basically watch what would normally be dailies,
Yeah.
which is where you watch everything that you've shot the previous day, but in this case, it'll be everything that's animated over the last like month.
Jeez, like,
Here's a thought.
Yeah.
You have this animation studio trying new inventive ideas, looks, right? Maybe it's a texture, or maybe
Yeah.
it's a lighting, or maybe it's a particular style.
Yes.
I mean, that has to come from a unique human brain. Like,
Yeah.
you can't, I don't think ever could you prompt an AI to come up with a unique
Yeah.
animation style,
No.
right? Because that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It has to be
could
built on
never.
something that already exists.
if an AI model could ever do that, we should all be very afraid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, am I thinking about AI correctly?
Yes.
Okay. P-Dog, you got another one?
Yeah, so, hey, did you guys see? Just give me a second.
Let's try that again with a little enthusiasm.
Okay. Whew.
Shame, I know your lungs are burning.
Okay. Hey, did you guys see Jane Schoenbrunn, director of I Saw the TV Glow and We're All Going to the World's Fair, is adapting the graphic novel Black Hole for Netflix.
Okay.
It'll be a mini-series, and I'm very, very excited for that.
What is that about?
So Black Hole, I've only found out about it recently. I'm going to probably order the graphic novel, but basically what it's about is it's about teenagers in Seattle where there's a sexually transmitted disease called the bug, and it causes transformations in their body. So it's like a body horror film, but it's also like a coming of age story and stuff like that. So Jane Schoenbrunn, I think, is the perfect person to do something like that. Because they do teenage angst, teenage loneliness and isolation so well.
I still need to see I Saw the TV Glow.
I think it's like, I know Cole gushes over it as well, but like that film broke me. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of their first film, but I Saw the TV Glow blew me away. It's just such a devastating film. It's so devastating. So yeah, I'm excited to see.
But now you can understand why I haven't watched this fucking movie. It's like you gush over it, but you're like, when you use the word devastating, it's like, that's really going to make me run to cinemas.
It's devastating, but there is a glimmer of hope in it. If you read between the lines. But it's a very there's moments in that where I was just like, my heart was shattering. And I don't think you should watch it. It's not Russell Gooey approved. Yeah.
Okay, I don't have any more, do you?
I can do one more. Hey, did you guys see the trailer for Crime 101?
Oh, yeah.
It's not a great name, but it looks really interesting.
It's a good cast.
Yes.
What is it, a movie?
It's a movie about Chris Hemsworth plays like a very, very high-end, and Halle Berry.
Yeah, it falls into my secretly an assassin.
But he's not. He's a thief.
No, but it's the same energy. It's the same idea. Okay, but carry on. Sorry.
Yes. He plays like a very, very like high-level thief. He's like your gentleman thief character, you know?
Like
your Lupin-like characters.
Like a dick James Bond.
Yeah, well, James Bond's more of a dick than everyone else.
Yeah,
James Bond is a dick.
James Bond's a
Especially
psychopath.
Sean Connery era.
Yes.
Bond is a psychopath.
Right.
Yeah.
And Daniel Craig era.
Yeah.
But it just looks like the kind of movie that 20 years ago we would have gotten 2 or 3 of them a year and they all would have been like big hits.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like that kind of movie. And it's actually going to theaters and not going to a streaming service.
Yeah.
Who directed it?
I actually don't know. I don't think
I
it's
haven't
anyone
seen
like
that,
major.
That's when you know there's no one like even remotely major. Like,
Yes.
Is when
If you don't know.
they only name the cast. They don't
Exactly.
say
They're
like
selling
so-and-so's
it.
this.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it's Hemsworth, it's Mark Ruffalo,
Okay.
Halle Berry, Nick Nolte, Barry Keoghan. It's a good
you
cast.
You don't see all the others in that trailer.
They must have done a second trailer because the trailer that I saw had all of them in it.
Maybe I
really?
didn't concentrate.
Yeah, I think a new trailer came out like a day or 2 ago.
Okay.
It's interesting that you said like it's one of those movies where you would get. It's like a franchisable movie. So, like, that's why I'm excited that Rian Johnson is basically only focusing on Knives Out.
Yes.
Because they're so damn good.
Yeah.
They're basically these, like, Agatha Christie mysteries that he's, like... He said that he's, like, happy to just churn them out.
Yeah.
And I think he's got, like, a 5-movie deal with Netflix or something.
Something like that. He made
when are we getting Wake Up Dead Man?
It should be this year,
this
right?
year. It's late this year.
Yeah.
Sure, but I mean, some of these big Netflix movies are coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankenstein is about a week away.
Oh, House
really?
of Dynamite just came out.
House of Dynamite just came out. I want to watch that.
It's so good.
Really good.
I really enjoyed it.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. What I thought we'd do at this point is where we normally stock the shelves.
Okay.
Cool.
So stocking the shelves is when we can see what we have and see where it is, and we can put it in the right shelf, be it Netflix or Showmax or Disney Plus. And this could maybe be our time to talk about Halloween.
Cool.
Okay. So maybe we just go around the circle, putting in the votes.
Cool.
P-Dog, do you want to start?
Okay, so as we all know, it's slim pickings on our streaming services over
Yeah,
here.
no,
Yeah,
but I
unfortunately.
wanted to specifically make it be.
When I was looking, I also counted stuff on Apple TV that you can rent or buy.
Yeah, I counted that as
I
well.
think that
So
should
not
count,
just
yes.
streaming,
Yeah.
yeah.
It is available for you at a relatively easy, affordable price
Yeah.
to watch in South Africa.
Okay, so are we? Right, I'm gonna sound like a wanker now. Are we doing palatable horror movies, or are we doing like we can go
It's
fucking?
Halloween. I think Halloween movie is a
Okay.
distinct thing from a horror movie because not all
Okay.
horror movies are Halloween movies, and I don't think all Halloween movies are horror movies.
That's an interesting comment.
Fuck yeah.
right. A Halloween thing is like a very particular vibe.
Let's unpack that. What does that mean to you? Because I
Okay.
think I get you, but I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, give me an example, with exception to the movie Halloween, Friday the 13th, or Nightmare on Elm Street, or Scream.
Yes.
Give me an example.
Okay, I'll give you an example. This is my a special mention that isn't available to stream anyway in South Africa,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Sleepy Hollow.
Oh yeah, perfect. Tim
Great
Burton.
Halloween
Yeah.
movie. The vibe of that is
It's
what
a
makes it a
vibe
Halloween movie.
movie.
It's the feel of it. Even though
It's a
it's not
vibe.
set, I don't think it's set at Halloween. Halloween is never mentioned.
But it's a vibe.
Okay, so
Halloween is a
spooky.
vibe.
We're talking
Feeling-
spooky.
Spooky is a good way to describe it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that can also be very vague.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Within those parameters.
Yeah, I don't think
Let's
it's just
go. What's
any
your
horror movie.
Yeah. What's your first pick?
Okay.
I don't have many, by the way. But
Okay.
the
Let me
the
think.
ones that I've picked, I think I've epitomized
Mm.
your vibe.
Maybe Fright Night,
Okay.
the vampire movie from
Right.
the 80s. So they
Okay,
did
so
two.
the original Fright.
Yeah,
Night.
not
Okay.
the Colin Farrell one.
Cool.
So yeah,
Where is that available?
that I think it's on Apple TV. I'm pretty sure it is. Let me double check. Fright Night. Yeah, so it's 1985. Yeah, it's available on Apple TV to rent. It's even available in 4K. So yeah, it's about a vampire that moves in next door to this kid, and he suspects that he's a vampire. And it's
Okay.
like a fun horror comedy kind of thing. The comedy starts to leave after a while because it gets pretty fucked up. But it's a fun movie. The Colin Farrell one was actually really underrated as well.
Okay,
I really enjoyed that one. But I think Fright Night's a good horror, like Halloween spooky movie.
Yeah.
I think that fits
Okay.
the tone.
No.
My pick is The Babysitter on Netflix.
Oh, right.
And I think I understand what you're going for. I think part of it being slasher
Mm.
makes for Halloween vibe.
Mm.
Part for it being like, I think what also works for a Halloween movie is like a gang, when there's like a gang of folk,
Yes.
so that you
okay.
can watch it together with friends on Halloween.
Right.
Oh,
yes.
it's like a the Lost Boys kind of thing. Yeah.
So The Babysitter is just one of those modern films that just hits the mark. It just does it does exactly what it needs to do.
Mm.
A little boy is being looked after by a babysitter. He doesn't go to sleep and looks downstairs, and the hot babysitter has brought over friends, and they are a cult, and they're killing people, and then eventually discover that he saw this, and they come after him. But it's lots of fun.
Yeah. It's written by the same guy as Love and Monsters. It was Brian Duffield.
I loved Love and
Well,
Monsters.
that fucking makes sense because
Yes.
I think Love and Monsters is one of the most underrated
It's
movies
so
on
good.
Netflix.
Great
It's
movie.
so good.
Yeah.
It's so freaking good.
It is
I love that
so
movie.
much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Well, that's great. What the hell is what more is this guy doing?
Well, he did. I can actually this. Now that I'm looking at his thing, I'm going to recommend another one, which is on Disney, which he wrote and directed, called "No One Will Save You."
I love No One Will Save You.
Love that
rings
movie.
bells.
I spoke about it when it came out. It's basically a home invasion movie, but the thing that's doing the home invasion is aliens.
And it's wordless for
There's no dialogue.
70.
Oh yeah.
The first line of dialogue and the only line of dialogue in the whole movie comes 70 minutes
Yeah.
into the movie. I'm pretty sure the title card only comes like 30 minutes
Yeah.
into the movie.
Okay,
that movie
Brian
was also
Duffield.
also severely underrated.
Yeah.
No one spoke
Because
about
it
it.
went straight to streaming. It should have
It
been
was
theatrical.
so fucking good.
Yeah.
And Love and
And it
Monsters.
was scary, eh?
was-
Jesus.
Love and Monsters was written by him.
Yeah, he wrote
It was directed by a South African.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No DNA, just what? No DNA, just RSA, baby.
You fucking nerd, but you fucking nerd, but
Okay, so I've got another
Rassi.
one.
You're just gonna say his name.
Okay.
Rassi.
I suppose could this be? So Totally Killer is really fun.
Totally Killer.
It's on Prime Video, and it's Back to the Future meets Scream.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's basically
Time travel and everyone dies.
Yeah, so there's this the anniversary of this famous killing happens in this town, and because kids are dicks, they all dress up as the serial killer that went on the loose and killed these kids
When
and
was
stuff.
this movie made?
Like 2 years ago?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and basically this girl and her friend's like doing a science project, and they inadvertently go back in time to the time where these killings happened. And now one of the girls, her mom was the survivor of these girls that was killed.
The final girl.
Yeah, and basically she's trying to prevent shit from happening now, and it's so fun. It is so self-aware. It is very meta.
It's the self-awareness.
Yeah,
that
like
I think.
the thing that makes me laugh about it is that it goes back to the 80s, and we know how 80s movies, the bullies are ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
they are like
Mostly.
nerd, boom, you know, like.
Yeah, Biff from Back to the Future
Yeah,
kind of set that.
And there's a scene
template.
where like
Yeah.
these guys are like being these obnoxious 80s bullies, and she's just like, do you guys not hear yourself? Like
Oh,
this
that's
is
funny.
ridiculous.
Totally Killer.
like yeah, and there's like it's really fun. It's
Okay,
on Prime Video.
I think you've nailed the vibe.
It's fucking great.
anyone-
Also so underseen, underrated.
Anyone we know that's in it?
It has got, I'll tell you now. Her name is Totally Killer. She was you'll know her name now.
I might know faces.
Kenan Shipka.
No, that means fuck all. Sorry, you're gonna have to show me faces.
Okay.
I'm a nice to see you guy.
Uh,
I don't know.
So she
people's
was
names
she
all the
was
time.
one of Donald Draper's daughters in Mad Men.
Okay, I didn't watch enough Mad Men.
She's the lead in Twisters, isn't she?
I think so. Her and this other actress look identical.
Right.
So I don't know if it is her.
Oh no,
she
okay,
is
she
her.
is in Twisters,
Yeah.
but she dies early on.
Yes, yeah.
She dies like right at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
She's one
yeah.
of the people who die in
what's her
that
name?
first.
Kenan Shipka.
What?
Kenan Shipka. So she
Kenan.
looks, she looks almost identical. She's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina,
Yes.
but she looks almost identical to McKenna Grace
Yeah.
as well.
They look very similar.
Like it's wild. And she was the daughter in Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Okay.
Yeah. But
why I'm also asking is because I'm still trying to name my unborn girl child.
Yes.
So I'm like I'm open to girl names.
Yes.
you're like,
I'm like,
Kenan.
Kiernan.
Kenan,
Kenan.
Kiernan.
It sounds too much like a dude's name. It sounds too much like Keenan.
Rule of thumb with naming your child is, can kids rhyme it with an insult?
Yes.
Yeah, no, totally. And we I don't know who it was. I think it was my wife's twin. When she was having a kid, we sort of had a couple of names that were the short list, and then my niece and nephew, who are quite a lot older, we were like, do your worst. What is the meanest name you can come up with these? And they tried, and we were like, okay, they're bully proof.
Believe proof. Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, could I do one?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, my only other one that I could suggest that I thought was an obvious one is over on Showmax. We have Talk to Me,
Okay.
Right.
which I think is a Halloween movie for a few reasons, and the one is it is that sort of gang party vibe energy.
Yeah, I get you.
So, and it is also, to be perfectly honest, one of the few horror movies I've watched in the last few years, because I do not generally gravitate to those.
Yes.
But we watched it for the video store, and it fucking haunted me. But I believe that was not because it was one of the few that I'd watched, but
Yes.
because it was that good.
Right.
Because I have seen, obviously, horrors here and there,
Yeah.
and despite the slap horrors, the ones that give you all sorts of quick stings, Talk to Me was quite haunting.
Cool.
in a deep wound kind of way.
Right.
But it was still a vibe,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's why I think it qualifies. We are privy to this group of kids in Australia who have this hand,
Mm-hmm.
this sort of cast of a hand that sort of is reaching out, and if you touch it and say, "Talk to me," you are greeted by a ghost that is sitting in this table across from you.
Yeah.
You could communicate with it. So it's haunting. It's haunting as shit. But at the end of the day, it's this kind of story of this woman, our main character, and her relationship with her dead mom, who she tries to kind of speak to through this thing. Ugh. But it was good. It was really good.
Nice.
And I appreciated it. It's got a cool, like, kind of punk rock filmmaking energy to it. And it's the kind of film that aspiring filmmakers should watch, because you can do this.
Because it's so low budget and
It's
so
so low budget
contained.
and it's so simple, and but it's fucking well done.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I think your good old creature features make good Halloween movies.
I agree.
I think we're thinking the same thing.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know.
What do you got?
I'm going to recommend Stephen Sommers' other good movie. He made The Mummy, which he's best known for, and then everything. I think most people think everything else he ever did was bad. But he did Deep Rising, which slaps. Deep Rising is so silly and so much fun. It's a movie about a cruise ship. A bunch of thieves,
yes.
they hijack the cruise ship to try to rob it. While that's happening, it's attacked by a sea monster.
Awesome.
It's rad. It's so
great,
silly and fun.
So we're like, okay, we're in a heist movie, a little bit of an action film. Oh, sorry, you said sea monster.
Yep. It is cool. It's
thought you
silly
said
and it's
sea
fun and it's like gory.
It feels like a 90s film.
It's pre The Mummy.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
But wait, which mummy?
Stephen Sommers, yeah. So it's that director.
Brendan Fraser mummy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that director. Stephen Sommers did it. It's the movie he did.
Who's in Deep Rising?
I'm looking at it. I know Treat Williams is in it.
Oh, flip. Yeah, because that name rings a bell. Jeez, I can't believe I haven't seen that.
It's very cool. It's very silly. It's very of its time.
Where is that available?
I think it's on Disney.
Yeah.
I believe it's on Disney Plus. Yeah. Deep Rising, 1998, so literally the year before The Mummy came out. Treat Williams, Famke Janssen, Kevin J. O'Connor.
I like Famke Janssen.
Jason Fleming. Cliff Curtis is in it. I love Cliff Curtis.
Oh, cool.
I had a very conflicting attraction to Famke Janssen.
Yes.
Because it was from GoldenEye.
Oh, right.
Where she was undoubtedly a smoke show.
Where she was horny for murder.
So there were these like sexual moments, but they resulted in her killing the dude.
Yes.
And so it was this for a 12-year-old or 11-year-old, I forget how old I was. It was a very confusing boner because you were like, I am attracted to her murdering someone.
Yeah.
And very much of the James Bond of its time. Her character's name is Xenia Onatop.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. I don't even remember that.
Oh, yeah. Those old names, man.
That's lovely. All right, P-Dog, you got maybe one more?
Yeah, I'm dabbling here.
I know how painstakingly you take these challenges.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide which one's the most Halloween-y.
Okay, well, what are your choices?
Okay, so
go with your gut. Just go with your gut.
The Thing.
The Thing.
On Apple TV.
I agree.
Yeah.
It is, I think, might be my favorite horror movie of all time.
It's a masterpiece.
I watched
it's my
it
favorite John Carpenter film by far.
I watched it in COVID for the first time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, myself and Cole famously hunkered down for COVID. Hunkered down's not a gay thing. We Cole was out by that point.
Yes.
I was in between marriages.
Yeah.
You exploring, baby.
No. He made such a lovely housemate. We cooked food and
just watched
movies all day.
That's cute,
great.
man.
And I listened to him teach Asian people how to speak English.
Oh, yeah, you're still teaching.
Yes, I
them.
forgot he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had to explain the hardy-dars to them over and over again because there were hardy-dars in my garden. But no, we watched The Thing, and I really came to appreciate the practical effects of it.
Yeah,
and how, as cheesy as they were, they just stuck with you for a little bit more.
Yeah.
I've devised and yet to ever execute a idea, which was in the dead of winter, could the bioscope put the air cons on? And could you come in a jacket?
Yes.
That'd be
we
cool.
drink J&B because that's what he drinks.
Yeah.
And could you watch The Thing in your sort of Arctic clothing.
Fuck yeah, do that.
Like, would anyone actually fucking do that?
I would do
Yeah.
that. Like,
Okay.
so
It's a deep ask. It's one of those, like, it sounds like a cool idea until halfway through where you're like, I'm just fucking bone cold.
no, we should do a blood test for everyone. So like, that's one of the best scenes of any film with the
Yeah.
tension is when they're trying to figure out who the thing is in the group.
Yeah.
And so the thing is repelled by fire.
Yeah.
So it's like that's its weakness, right? So there's a great scene where they all draw blood and they all have them in these like pastry dish things, like, and he's just lighting a match and sinking it in each
Yeah.
piece of blood. So like, okay, I'm not the thing. I know I'm not the thing. Okay, this person isn't the thing. We know they're not the thing. And it just is one of the most tense sequences ever. And the cool thing about that movie is it was that was a remake of a film from like the 50s.
50s, I think.
And
Yeah.
that was an adaptation of a book. And each era that it came out was relevant to its time. So the first Thing movie came out during McCarthyism.
Yeah. The
where
Thing
they-
from Another World. It's called.
Yes, yeah. So that was relevant
smart.
for its time because
We were hunting communists.
yeah, they didn't know who was a communist at the time.
Yep.
And then with when it came to the Thing, it was the same kind of era again as well. But that time it was the height of AIDS was
Yeah.
starting. So like no one knew who was infected and there was this mass panic, and that's what that movie feels like. And you watch that at any point in time, it feels like it's relevant to what the chaos and what the panic is of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's interesting. The movie itself, for those who don't know, it's all set
On
in
Apple TV, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Apple TV. It's set in a station in like
Antarctica.
and basically there's the understanding that there's this kind of shape-shifting
Yep.
kind of alien that can sort of take hold of its host, be it human or
Bug.
otherwise,
Yeah.
and makes its way through this group of people.
Yeah, it's like a parasite.
Yeah, but there's some lovely practical effects, which
It's gross practical.
so gross, but it looks cheesy now. But
Yeah.
as you said, you sort of watch it with the sort of fun of the cheese, but also it sticks with you in a way
Yeah.
that like
Yeah.
CGI just leaves you cold.
It's also, I mean, it's one of the most influential. Also, that came out in one of the most stacked windows in box office history. It came out the same week as E.T. and Blade Runner.
Oh, jeez.
So Blade Runner and
Blade
The
Runner
Thing.
Blade Runner famously didn't do very well.
The Thing didn't
Neither
do
did
well
The
as
Thing,
well.
yeah.
They got destroyed by E.T. because what happened was E.T. was a family film.
Yeah, totally.
And at the time, the most successful
Yeah.
movie ever made.
Everyone could take them to this. And this was at a time where sci-fi films are still being seen as, they have to be kids' movies. They can't really be... Because Star Wars just happened, you know? So
Yeah.
we want to watch a big, extravagant, fun space movie, you know, or alien movie or whatever.
I would have thought that,
Even though Alien did so well as a R-rated horror movie,
Yeah.
you know? But... yeah, The Thing, man, like it inspired so many things like the game Among Us.
Yeah.
There are so many, the movie Bodies is basically The Thing with
Yeah.
Generation Z.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they've done a few episodes in Community where they use that template.
yeah,
But it's such
lovely.
a classic template, and it's got a great Ennio Morricone score,
Yeah.
and it's got one of the best open-ended endings ever.
I can't remember how it ended.
Should I? No. one
No,
sec.
tell me. No, but that's cool. I just remember loving it.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah, you should seek out the prequel that was super underrated as well.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
2011.
Yeah, and it's just the only thing that hurt it is that they wanted to do practical effects, but the studio wanted them to do CGI.
Well, they did do practical effects.
yeah, they actually did, and they scrapped it.
Yeah,
yeah.
they pasted CGI on the top of all of it because the studio execs were like, "Oh, it looks fake." But part of the problem was the way they designed it was stuff would be mostly practical, and then they would add to it with CGI. That was their plan. So the studio executives were looking at incomplete footage and going, "Oh, it doesn't look good," and then they were trying to be like, "No, it's not done yet."
Yeah.
They were like, "No, replace it all with CGI."
But that's what I hate about when we see early on-set pictures. Like I remember with Superman, people were like, "Oh, look how bad his suit looks."
Yeah.
Like, guys, it's
Yes.
him having a coffee on set.
Yeah.
And they're
Like,
going to do a lot more with it.
and it's a low-res picture taken
Yeah.
from some guy's apartment a kilometer away. you
I'll
know?
never forget seeing the picture of Daniel Day-Lewis in like the top half of him was Lincoln, The bottom half was like jeans and dad sneakers.
Right.
Yeah, so funny.
Okay, let's chat about Bugonia.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Okay, let's move on to films. We have the film Bugonia that's going to start at the Bioscope and other cinemas this weekend.
Cool.
I loved it.
Nice.
We
loved it as
have Jesse Plemons and who I believe is his brother in the movie. But we've got these two characters that kidnap Emma Stone's character. Emma Stone plays this sort of Forbes, Time magazine front page CEO of a major sort of pharmaceutical company.
Right.
And they kidnap her in a lovely, clumsy, very fun sequence and basically keep her in their basement. And they are convinced, in particular Jesse Plemons, who's the sort of brains of the operation, that she is an alien. Very
Right.
particular alien. And
That wants to destroy
that
the
wants
Earth.
to destroy
Okay.
the Earth.
All right.
There are depths to this movie that sometimes get a little bit difficult, but without giving too much away, I think there is a lovely evolution in the film. It leaves you, I think, in a very cool way. And if there is juice that needs to be squeezed, it's worth it. I think that's the best way to put it. How would you explain it? Because there are some points that feel tough,
Yeah.
but I think you must remember going into this movie that it is playful.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'd actually say it's Yorgos Lanthimos' most playful film. Yeah, maybe his most playful film.
And that's cool because sometimes I think the bad rap that art house gets is that it can take itself too seriously, or
Yeah.
the normies think that it is something to take seriously. And I think it's unsurprising, I think it is surprising that you can play with art. That
Yeah.
it can be this high art. Like let's not kid around. This is a fucking art house movie. There's no question about it. Like
That's
a normie
weird.
will find this weird.
Okay.
But because it is playful, it is a far more accessible thing than this deep brooding, serious,
Yeah, because it's
film. Like there is some fun to it,
Okay.
especially in the
Early
second
on,
half.
right.
yeah.
Oh, in the beginning
Yeah.
and at the end.
Yeah, I think because it's a remake of a Korean film called Save the Green Planet,
Yeah.
which is also super weird.
Have you
fun.
watched that?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually prefer Bugonia.
Oh, cool.
I just prefer Yorgos Lanthimos' like tone and style a lot more than the original Korean film. The original Korean film has that typical Korean madcap energy, that weird dark humor.
Yeah.
So that lends itself perfectly to Bugonia. Like Yorgos Lanthimos and that style work perfectly together.
Well, it's interesting how you can have these sort of twin flames from
Yeah.
across
Yeah.
the world.
But I mean, like, it's interesting because there's that Greek New Wave that all have that specific style, that dry, wry,
Okay.
really fucked up, but also really oddly funny when you look close enough at it. you
So
know?
a good example would be like as they are chasing Emma Stone to
Yeah.
kidnap her in her fancy house, you get given these like beautifully composed scenes, really well blocked, like pieces of art in a frame, and her like sort of running past the flower bed and them like tackling her into the flower bed. But it's done in one long shot, so it's a comical, funny scene, but
Yes.
it's presented in an art house frame.
Right.
And I think that's kind of a
Yeah.
lovely microcosm for the whole film.
Yeah, it's also like, I mean, like you said, it's got like it's so much more than what it's about. You know what I mean? Like Jesse Plemons' character is this. The deeper you go into the movie without giving anything away, we start to see what a damaged individual he is. He's this person who's so desperate to save the things that are so dear to him that he's willing to do anything imaginable. You know what I mean?
And you get a really good idea of who he is, and you understand him to be a conspiracy theorist who's just been a sucker for all this information.
Okay.
and your heart kind of goes out to him. There's a lot more to it, and then the twists and turns are lovely. But you understand that his character is also really well timed in a world today where there's a wealth of information about things that we think are absolute horseshit.
Yes.
But there's a wealth and there's facts and there's all this information. And you're like, this is ridiculous that you think she's got this. And, you know, like an example is you have to shave her hair so that she can't communicate with her mothership.
Yeah, because her hair's antennas.
And you're like, this is preposterous.
Yeah.
But it's the depths that it goes and its twists and turns are cool. There's a point in the movie where I was like, it would be so delightful if it went this particular way.
Okay.
And I was so happy that it did.
Cool.
That's all I'll mention.
Nice.
Yeah, I think like one thing just watching it as well is that it reminded me what generational talents Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons are.
You said that word. Yeah.
Emma Stone is, at this point, she is an all-timer right now. And Jesse Plemons, who I've loved since day one, since the first time I saw him in a movie ages ago opposite Michael Pitt, like ages ago. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember he stuck out to me. And he played Matt Damon's brother once in a movie because they look very similar. And obviously his big breakout was Breaking Bad. He was the main antagonist in the last 2 seasons, I think. Season 5, part 1 and 2. But yeah, he's just phenomenal. He's a perfect fit for Yorgos Lanthimos.
He's got such a pain in him.
Yeah, he's got this great, like, it's just, I think he will definitely get an Oscar nomination for this. I think he should.
Okay.
He's just absolutely phenomenal. I can watch him do literally anything. And Emma Stone, it's their movie. They're the two, Jesse Plemons' brother in the movie. I can't remember his character's name.
He's like
so good as well.
Cool.
Yeah, I would imagine he is acting that.
Yeah, he's a bit like dim-witted. He's
Forrest Gumpish.
Yeah, he just follows whatever Jesse does.
But
right?
he is literally a handicapped individual.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good.
Certainly on some spectrum.
Yeah, but he was so good. Like that, it's essentially so the Korean film, the cast is a lot wider. There's like more elements in play, like little things are changed up. So like Jesse Plemons' character, instead of him being with his cousin and the whole plan, in the Korean film it's his like girlfriend, his partner.
Okay.
Which changes the dynamic completely.
But what's interesting is that you've got this quite literally like a simple person, like a mentally handicapped person, but you've got this very like well-meaning, simple, malleable person that is almost in the middle of this tripod,
right?
Where you've got Jesse Plemons, who's you can see as a smart person, but you are seeing him and convinced that he's delusional and he's fucked and he's got all these issues and reasons for why he's kidnapped her and all of this stuff, and he's trying to convince the cousin that what they're doing is the right thing. Kidnapping this woman.
Yes.
And then she's also able to at times convince the guy. So it's like he's caught in the middle of them, sort of going between them. And he also, in a way, almost represents the majority of society between what's good and what's bad and what's evil and what's not. And so you kind of identify with him going, wait, you know, are you an evil person and deserve to have this pain?
Cool.
You know, or are you completely overdoing it and you fucking delusional? It's really interesting.
Okay.
Another lovely one to chat about is Springsteen.
Yeah.
Which I just think is worth telling you guys. I have really enjoyed the biopic that has me more enriched and gives a shit about the subject. There was a film that came out a few years ago that was meant to be the biopic on Milli Vanilli. It never got released in South Africa, but it was about to. And I just loved... It wasn't the world's greatest movie.
Oh, did they pull it? It didn't...
It didn't end up coming out in the end. It wasn't necessarily the world's most well acted and well executed film, but of course it was such a great story to make a film about. I just loved that at that point I was seeking out these moments on YouTube to watch the real life version of this playing out.
Right.
With Complete Unknown, you know, I seeked out more Bob Dylan vinyls. I put them on at home. It just, especially with the musicians, they can become a soundtrack. And so I knew going into Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere that this is not a cradle to grave biopic. This is about a very particular point in Springsteen's career where after the release of The River, which was an album that did really well, it kind of burst him onto the scene. He was getting recognized and was famous and was getting known. He was, of course, at this point now starting to battle with his childhood trauma issues, sort of things in his life. I think fame can bring those kinds of things up to the surface, or you've got to battle them. And when the world wanted him to release another album like that, big E Street Band, big hits, big songs, he felt when he returned home to what was his grandmother's house in New Jersey, he felt there were these smaller, more personal, more important songs that he wanted to put out. So he recorded what he thought was going to be demos, and they were very simple songs, just him, guitar, harmonica, and he realized that these were important songs he needed to write for himself that dealt with a lot of what he was going through and had gone through. There was a history of abuse in his childhood with his dad and complicated issues with his dad. And he now wants to put this album out. And when it came time to then bring these demos to the record label and recreate them in the recording studio, he was discovering, much to his dismay, that these songs can't be remade. They can't be recreated. And he can't capture this energy that he was feeling in that room that created these demos. And so very famously, these demos, literally the demos themselves, got remastered into what we now know is the album Nebraska.
Oh, crazy.
Nebraska.
Yeah, it's like his,
Which was not his most famous album, but it is, for Springsteen fans, they understand that it is one of the more important albums.
Yeah, it's like the jumping off point,
Well, it's the depth. It showed the depth. It didn't necessarily bring the more normies in. It sort of enriched the depth of your relationship with him as an artist. And you can kind of feel and see the turmoil in this particular album.
Right.
Which he very famously never had any singles off. He never toured. He never promoted. But it's a lovely film for anyone who makes art, whether you are an artist, a director, a writer, whatever, for you to understand what it means to create something for you and to actually see the support he was given to put it out into the world.
Right.
So it's very cool that you can listen to this album. I recommend someone listening to the album before you watch the movie.
Okay.
Because then when you see him write certain songs and you see the story behind some of these songs, they enrich that. I've taken great joy in collecting Springsteen vinyls.
Right.
Oh, so you're a fan, eh?
No, well, I was had no opinion really. I was like, he's cool, whatever. But from watching it, it's made me appreciate him a lot more. But I built in the build up to the release, collected vinyls from Mr. Vinyl, and we've put this great box together that is in the lobby for you to purchase.
Okay, cool.
More Springsteen vinyls. And famously, Nebraska is difficult to get your hands on.
Right.
And so newer re-releases are coming.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mr. Vinyl's put in an order, and those are going to land any day now. So we missed the opportunity to have them at the opening weekend. But if you do collect vinyl, all you want to do is listen to this and own it after you watch the movie.
Yes.
And when they were putting together the box that was then going to be available for the public to buy, Brett from Mr. Vinyl was like, "Oh, I've got an original pressing Nebraska," and I was like, "Do not put that in the box. put that in a bag for me.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I was listening to it over the weekend, which is
Cool.
lovely. I mean, a vinyl like that goes for sort of 500 rand, 600
Oh, it's not too
rand. It's
bad.
it's not necessarily
Sort of bank breaker. Yeah.
No, it's not an insane collectible, but it was cool that what I own is an original 1982 US pressing as opposed to a re-release. I'm
Yeah.
that kind of geeky dude.
What's Jeremy Allen White like?
He's great. He's great. We know the fucking dude can act. One point happens where you just feel a little in the mud because he is obviously wanting to act and portray trauma and, you know, the fact that he's going through some shit.
Yeah.
There is a point where you maybe could feel like, okay, this is a bit too much.
Okay.
Like, give me something else. Give me a bit more light.
Right.
But you understand once you've seen the completed product that was necessary for you to feel where he kind of ends up. And so it's a necessary well to be in so that you can get a release at the end. But he's great. And there's a couple of moments where you get quite lost in him and see sort of Springsteen in the blur.
Oh, okay.
So in a good way. And he really made it his own. And
Cool.
it was cool to see how involved Springsteen was in this film and how he blessed it all. And I find that interesting, how something so deeply personal could be made while you're still alive that you can kind of give the thumbs up to.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's one thing to sort of reenact the moments and the checkpoints and this is what I wore, this is what I did. But this movie is not about that. It's about what's going on inside his heart and soul. And so for someone to oversee the making of that kind of movie says quite a lot about Springsteen.
Okay.
That he was willing to... it's not about whether he's a good guy or a bad guy. It's like, are you going to open up your fucking soul for the world to see?
Yeah.
So that's an achievement of its own to sort of have that be made. So, no, it's good in that sense. And it's got the blessing and the juju of him. And yeah, I think it's ultimately a good thing. It makes you appreciate him. It makes you appreciate art and what it means to make these kinds of things.
Cool.
How you use art to process your own things. So yeah, I fully recommend it.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, I think we are near the end here, hey?
Yeah, I can talk a bit about Mr. Scorsese.
Oh, Mr. Scorsese.
I finished because I went,
Amazing.
watched the first two. I spoke about those last
that
week.
big fancy coffee table book is on its way. We're going to
sick.
have it in the lobby.
Very cool.
I don't think I've told you this, Perrin. So just before we get started,
No, go.
I found a line, a distributor of very cool books,
Yeah.
and those lovely film books that you see. It's like about Tarantino and about Scorsese, and there's some Ghibli notebooks, and
Cool.
there's like the cult horror stuff, and there's like they also distribute a really great puzzle of classic movies and like all this really cool shit. And I was this little kid taking great joy in going, I'll have one of these, I'll have one of these, I'll have one of these. And so our gift shop, literally from next week onwards, is just going to be so much more here at the Bioscope. And one of the things is this beautiful coffee table book on Scorsese.
I'm definitely going to get that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Scorsese is one of my favorites. So like, I'm fucking ashamed that I haven't watched the documentary yet.
But it'll come in time. It's there
Yeah.
for you, and you'll watch it. And
Exactly.
Okay, so this is a multi-part.
5-part documentary
Okay.
on Apple TV Plus.
And you finished it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very good. Especially like for someone who's really interested in Scorsese,
Yeah.
it's very, very good.
Your reports last week seemed okay.
Yeah, it's
and
very
it's
much
nice
about
that it's now become very good.
Yes, it's very much about Scorsese as a person.
Yes.
Not
you said.
necessarily about how he makes films.
artist,
It's more about like why he makes and how his personal experiences feed into his how he makes his films.
That's
why.
exactly what the Springsteen
Okay,
film is.
cool.
It's the same idea.
Yes.
It's
That'll
not
be-
just like, hey, and he did this, and he did that.
Yeah.
It's like, why did he write that song?
That's cool though, because I know Scorsese was supposed to be a priest.
Yes.
And
They
like
get
I
into
know
that as well.
spirituality is a huge play in his films.
Yeah. Big time.
Like silence in particular
Yeah.
is like his most like
And Last
thematic.
Temptation of Christ.
Yeah,
you
I
know.
think for me, like just watching his movies, I'm going to watch the documentary, but like for Silence, I think is as thematically his most deepest and
Yeah.
like most personal film.
Yeah.
But once again, when you're speaking about these people as artists, it is more about them as the writer.
Yeah.
The fact that you can be a writer director means that you can execute that idea yourself.
Yeah.
You have the technical and people skill manageability to execute it. But one shouldn't just consider these people directors.
Yeah.
It's actually more about them being a writer.
Yeah, and I mean it's interesting with Scorsese because he's very rarely been credited as the writer on his projects. So like, but he just knows. It's interesting because as a director, especially someone like him, you can pick and choose your projects, right? And also you can pick and choose your writers as well. So you can be like, hey, this project means a lot to me. I want you to write it.
Yeah.
Like I know with Silence, he started writing it with the co-writer in like the 80s. He's been wanting to make it for ages.
Sometimes they just need time.
Yeah, they just
There
need time.
were quite a few projects that he worked on for ages. Gangs of New York
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
one he worked on for years and years and years before.
Do
finally
they
making
cover
it.
Blood Meridian?
No.
Okay, because I think he was attached to that at one point, but
Okay.
obviously it wasn't big enough to be mentioned in the documentary.
Going a little back to Yorgos Lanthimos,
Yeah.
Poor Things was a book.
Yes.
And Bugonia, we know, was a Korean film.
Yeah.
Were Lobster and The Favourite, and were those also all other adaptations?
They're originals, I think. I think the favorite's based on a play, maybe.
Okay.
Well, it just seems, and there's no disrespect to the guy, but it just seems that he's better at interpreting
So,
and taking on and reinventing someone else's
yeah. So
sort of original idea.
So his co-writer normally. So I know the favorite was written by an Australian like playwriters. I think they did Poor Things as well, but Lanthimos' most frequent collaborator was a Greek writer that he started off with on Dogtooth, Killing the Sacred
well, then
Deer.
it's also like old
Yeah.
Elton John and Bernie Taupin. You need to
Yeah.
split that shit up. Sometimes it's not about doing it all yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need someone else's original idea, and then for you to go, cool, I can realize this.
Yeah, that's the problem with Tarantino these days, is that he's surrounded by yes men.
Yeah.
And that's the same with Wes Anderson as well.
Yeah,
Like he
agreed.
needed someone else to go, no, we need more heart here. We need we need to put more water in this Oros.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Otherwise, it's just fucking Oros.
It's just Oros.
And it's gross. No one
Yeah.
drinks fucking Oros by
Yeah.
itself.
But
No
yeah,
one drinks it
any
neat.
cool takeaways for you?
It's just, I think it's pretty honest. Like it doesn't feel particularly sanitized. Like they get into like his drug use.
yeah.
Literally almost killed him.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
did
know
a lot of
that.
coke.
Like before Raging Bull,
Yeah.
that like, he was literally in hospital.
He was the Raging
He was
Bull.
dying. He was literally dying in hospital, and
like-
Not the
De
Raging
Niro.
Bull. He was the fucking awesome bull
Well, that
with
scene.
so many fucking cool ideas.
But there's that scene in Taxi Driver where he's one of Travis Bickle's like customers, and he's talking about how he's going to use a gun to kill his girlfriend upstairs that they're sitting outside of. And that scene, he's got major cocaine energy. Jesus Christ.
He either is on it or knows how to channel it.
But I mean, Scorsese, the way he talks, he's just like, oh, it's cocaine energy.
Well, listen, it's cool that he's calmed down and is now like a lovable grandpa.
Yeah, his the social media stuff with his daughter.
It's delightful.
are
and
so
it's so
sweet and
it's
cute
so
and
endearing. I just
lovely.
love how he was a raging cokehead.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
yeah.
Just to talk on TV, we binged Nobody Wants This, which is the Netflix quite easy mooch show. This is now the second season. It is Adam Brody and Kristen Bell.
Oh, I've heard about it.
And it's interesting. I think it's cool to see what a fun romantic comedy limited series looks like in 2025. It's a story where a shiksa, what do you call it? Falls in love with a rabbi.
Right.
Oh,
So Kristen Bell is just a everyday LA girl who's got no religion or any kind of compass in that sense.
Right.
Has got a shit talking podcast, but she falls in love with Adam Brody, who's a quite a serious rabbi in his Shul.
Right.
And the whole question, literally for 2 fucking seasons, is can this relationship
Yeah.
work?
Okay.
And relationships will always have its ups and downs, but are there more downs than ups? And it's ultimately it's a romantic comedy, but it's
Okay.
interesting how it's all quite spread out and diluted. It's not a ridiculous comedy. It's not too much romance. It's not too. It's got a nice little muddle of everything, and I think
Okay.
that's the kind of stuff we're making today, which is interesting. Is that it's
Right.
not this like straight up. We're looking for the laughs,
Yeah.
which is what it would be 10 years ago. It would be like, this is a romantic comedy, so that it has to be comedic.
How many episodes?
I think it's like a good 10 a season. But
Okay.
it's crack. You just, this
So
is...
it's nice and digestible.
Yeah,
right?
this is 1980s Scorsese.
Right.
Lots of it's an easy schnaff, so to speak.
Easy schnapp.
No, it goes down easily. But yeah, I just think it's interesting to see what it is
Right.
and what kind of a product it is in 2025.
Nice.
But yeah, nice easy watch.
Nice.
Alright.
Yeah.
Should we close up shop?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, bless you guys. I'm going away next weekend.
Okay, cool.
We are celebrating 1 year of being a married couple.
Nice.
Yay.
So we are going to go to the bush.
The bush.
The bush. And I think it's also worth us just taking a little break, even if it's just for a week,
Okay.
just to also build up more Hey Did You Guys Sees. And so next week we won't put out anything, but we love you all dearly, and we will see you again soon.
And of course, you can find us over at thevideostore.co.za. That's where you can find all of our older episodes and links to, your podcast service of choice.
Cool.
So please give us a like, a subscribe, a comment, whatever's relevant on your platform. And of course, tell your friends. That is the best way for the word to spread about this show.
Okay, magic.
Cool.
Thank you guys. Perrin, lie down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm booking a doctor's appointment as we speak.
Good.
And and just don't put if you need to cleanse your throat, don't wear a mask and pop a horse
Yes.
at the same time.
I want to live life on the edge, man. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right, cheers.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.